Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to find the Great Jar helmet in Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. So this is at the BELURAT Gaol, and I'm going to show you a little bit of a speed run through the dungeon here and how to get it. It's kind of hidden away, so just follow along here. We're going to be running away from the enemies that are going to try and jump scare us and making our way down the staircase, which is going to end up breaking. Now, we do end up getting a sight of this at around the midpoint, but unfortunately the floor is going to break again, so just continue along down this way, and there's going to be a door that we can proceed through. And once we get in through this door, we're going to take a right. There's going to be some enemies in here that you can go and grab their loot, but there's this little opening here that we're going to run through, and then you're going to land down in this spot here. Just proceed along through the route here, and you can pick up some of the items that are here. You can jump through the tables too, and just continue along. Now, once we get out into here, this is kind of like the main area up ahead, so we're just going to pass by that guy. You can talk to him if you want. There's some good lore, but once we get out here, there's going to be a bunch of jars that we're going to drop down onto. There is another room that you can go in and grab some items, but we want to be dropping down into the jars below. So platforming in Elden Ring isn't amazing, so be careful here. Watch out for the metal rods because they can actually knock you off of it, so just be mindful of that. But just follow along in the jumping pattern that I provide here, and again, be mindful of the chains because they can knock you off. And once we get down to the bottom, there's going to be some enemies that you can deal with. You can kind of see the little mini jar people there, but there's a bunch of them that we can fight, and you can just also run past them. But once we get into this area here, we're a little bit closer and we will be able to see where the Great Jar is. So right out here, we're going to jump across and you can see the big jar to the left there. It's actually just right there. But unfortunately for us, there's going to be a broken floor here that doesn't let us proceed right here. So we would think we'd be able to go across here, but as you'll see, the floor breaks and it drops us down below. So now we're in this little bit of a maze area of the jars and you can just run around it. Pretty easy to find your way out, but the way that we want to go is you're going to find your little staircase of jars here, and then we just hop over to this section here, and there's going to be a door once we break down the boxes there and proceed through here. There's a bunch of frozen maggots here if you want to pick them up, but yeah, once we get into this room here, we're just going to drop down to this little secret spot. So there's a jar there, and this is similar to the Bonnie Jail, and that's how you get the armor of the knight, which I'm currently wearing. But it'll take us back up to the top here, and once we're up here, we're going to jump across this section here, which a little bit of another platforming area for us, and that will bring that jar back down, so you can use that if you want, but not necessary. And we're just going to continue through this pathway here and into this room, which is going to loop us back around. And then it leads right back to where the Great Jar is, and then we can just simply pick it up. So that's how you can get the Great Jar in the BELURAT Gaol in Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. If you found this video useful, please hit the subscribe button below, and I'll see you in the next one.